Hello everyone. This is Man United Inside again on it. Welcome back again.
It's not normal. Louis Saha disagrees with Erik ten Hag over struggling Man United star. A former Manchester United star has a very different view from that of Erik ten Hag when it comes to one player. Erik ten Hag appears to have a very different view on Manchester United star Antony compared to a former Red Devil. Antony has had a frustrating time at Old Trafford so far, struggling to find consistency since his big money move from Ajax. United have struggled as a collective this season, but the Brazilian has been as criticized as anyone, having failed to register a goal or an assist in 21 appearances across all competitions. It's not the sort of form £85 million should buy a club, and while the player is not responsible for the fee, more is expected from him as the Red Devils look to pull themselves out of trouble. And that's something former United man Louis Saha has highlighted in an interview with Paddy Power, saying there's a bit of stubbornness in the way Antony plays. When you have a predictable style, you have to change it up. Whether it's him, his manager, or even his entourage, everyone can see he needs to change something. But Antony isn't willing to change. The manager keeps playing him right wing and Antony is sticking to the same thing. I'm sorry, at some point, it becomes the responsibility of the manager because it's not normal. Maybe he could try playing him on the left and getting him with his magic left foot to cross the ball in between the goalkeeper and defender. They have a striker who is willing to commit in that area, Rasmus Højlund, and they will have a better chance than those with crosses or have a shot that he attempts from the right. Saha's opinion is one that many share, particularly because of the fee United paid for Antony, but it seems Red Devils boss ten Hag is confident his winger is progressing. The Dutchman said in December, he was very bright, he got into very good positions on the ball, he also made very good decisions and he's stepping up. He has to build on this. He is progressing as the team is progressing, but this is the attitude, what he needs, what he has to contribute to the team. Man United could strike deal to sign £43 million star before deadline. Manchester United are interested in hiring the services of Canadian international Jonathan David from French side Lille. According to FT, the Red Devils wanted to lure the North American centre forward in the summer as an alternative to Kane, but in the end hired the services of Højlund. The Danish international has only scored 1 goal in 15 Premier League appearances thus far, and therefore ten Hag is in the market again to sign another striker. The news source have mentioned that the Old Trafford outfit are very interested in luring David, who is looking to leave the League One club. It is reported that Man United could strike a deal before deadline to sign the 23-year-old former Gent goalscorer, who is also on the radar of Aston Villa. Even Serie A giants AC Milan have been linked with David, and as per Corriere dello Sport, he is valued at around £43 million, €50 million. In the current campaign so far, he has featured in 24 games in all competitions for Lille, scored 10 goals and also provided 6 assists. He made his debut for Canada back in 2018 and so far, in 45 caps, he has found the net 26 times. After 20 PL games, Man United have only scored 22 goals, the lowest in the top 10. The second lowest is West Ham, who have netted 33 goals. So, the strike force must be improved before the transfer deadline ends this month. In your view, should Man United offer £43 million to sign Jonathan David? And else, Sevilla have been very busy in the opening days of the winter transfer window. Sporting director Victor Orta has been pursuing multiple deals as Los Navianenses look to turn around their poor form from the opening half of the season. 21-year-old midfielder Lucien Agum became Sevilla's first signing of the month on Wednesday, and he should be joined by multiple others before the transfer window comes to a close. The next through the door could well be another young midfielder, that being Hannibal Mejbri. Sevilla have been working to sign the Tunisian international, and their work looks like it will soon pay off. David Ornstein has reported that Manchester United would prefer to send him to Spain, despite interest from Everton. A loan deal looks close to being completed. The agreement is also expected to include a buy option for Sevilla, should they decide to keep Hannibal beyond the end of the season. If they were to sign him permanently, Man United would retain a buyback clause. Manchester United's Andre Onana might have to fall out of the Africa Cup of Nations. Andre Onana could miss Cameroon's opening game next week as he will be unable to leave Manchester United in time for the game. As reported, the Cameroonian goalkeeper's original plan was to participate in Sunday's game against Tottenham Hotspur and then fly out to participate in AFCON. However, not all has gone according to plan. Onana will most likely not be able to reach in time. This will force him to drop out of the game and further strain his grim relationship with Cameroon coach Rigobert Song. Onana was reluctant to participate in the international tournament as he had already decided to retire last year. The only reason he agreed to put on his gloves for Cameroon was because the president persuaded him to do so. However, it seems like the president's efforts will be in vain as Onana could miss out on participating altogether. The 27-year-old is very aware of the threat that Altay Bayindir poses to his position at the club. Although the 25-year-old has not featured this season, he is very highly rated in Turkey and is a quality goalkeeper. Onana could very easily lose his place in the team if Bayindir impresses when he gets his shot. If Onana does not travel to play for his country, it will be disappointing for Altay Bayindir, who has been itching for a shot. Hopefully, Erik ten Hag will realize his potential and give him a shot in goal. And else, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is this weekend set to attend his first Manchester United match since agreeing a partial takeover of the club, the PA news agency understands. The billionaire has agreed to buy a 25% stake in the Premier League outfit and, barring any late change in schedule, is due to attend Sunday's match against Tottenham at Old Trafford. The deal is still awaiting ratification, but Ratcliffe and his team have wasted no time getting to know the club as his Ineos group prepare to take responsibility for footballing operations at United. The 71-year-old and Sir Dave Brailsford, Ineos Director of Sport, visited Old Trafford and United's Carrington training ground last week. The pair met with men's team manager Erik ten Hag and women's team boss Mark Skinner, along with members of different teams and backroom staff. The Ineos delegation also met with wider club staff at Old Trafford and attended an all-staff meeting as they get to better know United and the challenge at hand. Brailsford has been at all three matches since the deal was announced on Christmas Eve, with Ineos Sport Chief Executive Jean-Claude Blanc joining him at Monday's FA Cup third round 2-0 win against Wigan.